The saving grace for this collection is definitely going to be the cash. Alright. Nice. Well, I'm down to my car wash to make a cash collection. We are almost to the end of the month, so we're going to go ahead, collect up some cash, count it all up, add in all the expenses, and see what my net profit is looking like this month. If you're new to the channel, this is an 8-bay self-serve car wash that I purchased about 2 years ago for $425,000. And I've been steadily renovating and upgrading it ever since. When I bought it, it was, at least the owner stated, it was making $96,000 a year, and in 2 years I have tripled that to $272,000 last year, and it's looking like it'll be around $300,000 this year. I make cash collection videos every week, and at the end of every month I tally everything up, add in the expenses, and show you what a self-serve car wash can make every month. That's actually a lot better than I thought. This is my 8th and least used bay, and it has been pretty rainy, honestly. So usually what I say is if there's some in this one, there's some money in this one since it's the least used, we're on track to do all right. So as of the last video, I think we were at, gosh, 12,000 or something like that. And that's not really where we want to be. We're about 2/3 through the month, $12,000, when normally I'm doing 20, 25,000. So the rain has really kicked my butt this last month. I gotta go give this lady a token for the other vacuum because one of my vacuums is down.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so that's kind of the stuff you gotta deal with is vacuum motors going down, super easy to change. Just haven't got to it yet this morning. I try to do these cash collections when it's not very busy, obviously. So, all right. I might get surprised this collection. Very well might be surprised at how this turns out. Yeah, so we've got about 4 or 5 days left this month, and a weekend. Today's a Friday. I thought it was going to be a nice day, but it looks like we got more rain maybe coming in later, which is no good. However, I think that might clear out tomorrow, which means maybe I'll have a really good day. You know, I can have $2,000 days, $2,500 days if it's nice and people want to get out of their house. So I'm really hoping that for tomorrow because, like I said, we weren't looking like we were projecting to do what I normally do this month. Got a little water coming down this one. This, I think, is coming down. Actually, I don't know where it's coming down. I thought it might be coming down where my wires come in. This is low voltage wire. It's not touching the wires or affecting the wires, it's just getting to the bottom of the pan there. But the problem is, it makes it very hard to count this coin because the coin counter works on friction. So not what I like to see. And yeah, I need to fix it, but you know, there's a list of things that need to be fixed here, so in due time. One of the things that I will be doing today, off camera, is changing out a boom. I didn't change out these booms when I first bought the place, and so I've been slowly doing that ever since. These are very old and they get stuck very easily. The bearings are just terrible, so I'm putting new booms in, like this one. They just glide effortlessly, and they will basically go back to home position, which is right above the holster for the wand, which is what you want. So that way people drive in, there's not a wand in their way. You got an old boom and it's gunked up and the bearing doesn't move, it's just going to be stuck in the middle of the bay and affect how people enter. So got 3 of those left to change after today, and those are about $1,000 a piece. So although I've put hundreds of thousands into this business, it seems like there's always something else that I could spend money on here. This is my busiest bay. Decent, but not great. People always be leaving me gifts up here. No ma'am, no sir, I do not need your branch. These ones are coin only. Not bad. A lot of tokens means there's a lot of cash in the dispenser, so that is a good sign. Gonna skip these next 2 bays right now. They got customers in them. Bay 1. Looking a little light. I hope those dispensers are full. Go back to Bay 3. Same old story. Token, more token. Let's get this last one. Oh yeah. Let's get this to the office, count it up. Okay, so I've got the cash and the coin collected from the bays. Now I have to separate out the tokens and the quarters so I can count the quarters. I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that part because it just takes way too long. We'll get right to counting the quarters. Okay, so I've got the tokens and the cash separated out of the bucket and the quarters separated as well. I'm left with about a gallon jug full of these quarters. Let's count them up. These need a little encouragement when they're wet. Okay, 1,750 quarters. Since I suck at math, 1,750 divided by 4, $437.50. That's pretty terrible. But we do have $3 over here, so $440.50 is the total on the quarters. Let's get the cash out of the token dispensers. The saving grace for this collection is definitely going to be the cash. All right. Nice. So, not too bad. This is a nice little collection for the cash. Only had one of those full this time, didn't have to swap it out. And little baby stack. Who says it's all ones? People be spending money up here. When you provide a good product, they'll come spend their money. All right, now let's get the cash out of the automatic. All right. I don't expect too much out of the automatic because it has been raining. It does not get used a lot at all when it rains.
Please.
But nonetheless, we're gonna collect it up. See what we got. Itty bitty baby stack. 5s, 10s, and 20s though. So that's the good news. Okay, so I've got everything collected up. Now I've got to take the cash back to my office and count it up. I'm gonna tally up all the revenue for this month, put it in my spreadsheet, add in all the expenses for this month, and see what my net profit is looking like thus far. All right, I'm back at my office. Let's count up the cash. Okay, $1,601 and 3 reject bills, so $1,604. Okay, so for this collection we had $1,604 and the $437.50 from the coin. Now I've got to add in all my previous collections from all the previous videos to get my monthly total for cash and coin. So my total for all the cash this month is $8,543. Now I've got to add in the credit from the self-serve bays and the credit from the automatic. The credit from the self-serve bays is $5,015.45, and the credit from the automatic is $1,930.50, which brings my running total for this month to $15,488.85. Not as bad as it could be, but definitely not what I'd like to see this far into the month. Needless to say, let's add up all the expenses and see where that puts me for net profit this month. Okay, so here's my numbers thus far for this month, guys. So we had a running total of $15,488.85. And last year, if you heard me mention in the video, this car wash normally does $25,000 a year. Last year, I think it was about $20,000 in June. And we're always trying to beat what we did last year. We're always trying to improve. So I think if it wasn't for the weather, we'd be doing much better than this. We've got 4 days left, and I think with a Saturday and a Sunday and some nice days on Monday and Tuesday, we can probably add $3,000 or $4,000 to this. We actually will probably get close to $20,000, but I don't think we'll make what we made last year at this time. So then I've got $900 for labor. That is basically paying the guy who also comes and cleans up every day, my handyman that does a lot of work for me. His name's Steve also. He comes and does some work for me, probably about 4 days worth, doing random stuff around the car wash. Then we have insurance, $820. That is due to go up this year, unfortunately, and that is always the case. For repairs, $2,171.38. That's for all the crap I've had to buy to fix around the car wash. Gosh, I can't remember what it was. We've done so much around there. Booms, just all kinds of stuff. Purchased from CleanRight. That is your main supplier for car washes. So didn't have any CapEx. If you don't know what CapEx is, it is basically capital expenditures that are going to be one time, or basically 5, 10, 15-year expenses that you're not going to be seeing going forward. So if you see here, I have some previous expenses. That was for all the stuff that needed to be done to install that $175,000 automatic. And that is also a CapEx expense, the $175,000 automatic that'll probably last 20 years. So 0 expenses this month for that, which is phenomenal. Glad to be done with those. Utilities were $1,690.23. You're basically paying for the previous month. So next month's bill will probably be less because we had less business this month. Last month we did $24,000. And the majority of that is water. It's going to be different wherever you're at in the country, but this is my bill. $1,100, $1,200 for water. You'd think it'd be more. I thought it was going to be more before I purchased a car wash. That's what it is. And the rest of it's going to be gas and electric. Then I've got $175 for my trash, bringing my total expenses to $6,456.61. That's pretty common. That's about the average I've been experiencing, and I could probably still get that down because a lot of these repairs are things I'm doing just to improve the wash that I probably won't have to do again. So that brings my net operating income down to $9,032.24. And I don't have the exact number yet because it is fluctuating. I have an interest-only period, but I'm just going to go off my last month's mortgage payment, which was $3,741.51. My payment after my IO, my interest-only period, which was done to actually allow for the installation of this automatic, fluctuations in business. I'm only paying interest on this loan currently. That's why that was done. My payment after that period is over is going to be around $5,000. So as for now, this is what the payment is, bringing my cash flow down to $5,290.73. This is probably not the busiest car wash. It's probably not the least busy car wash. It's probably right about in the middle. So if you're looking at buying a car wash and it's on a decently busy road, you can do these kind of numbers. And these aren't even that big of numbers. Honestly, all the other car washes in my town that are successful are doing $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 a year in gross income. Now, if you've made it all the way through this video and you are interested in owning a car wash, but you don't know where to start, I've partnered with Studio to build a one-on-one app to actually assist you in purchasing your first cash business. I'm gonna drop the link down in my description. If you're interested in that, please check it out. It's something I'm really happy about, and I'd love to help other people find and purchase car washes, laundromats, cash businesses. As always, thanks for watching. You got any questions about this video, car washes, cash businesses, drop it in the comments down below. I'll see you on the next one.